really good, strong, firm offer on the table.
Really?
Because we have people starting to book up hotel and conference and arena facilities years in ahead right now. People coming up and signing up for a series of events that will take them over a number of years.
Good news, it really is,
which is great news. So he's certainly not sitting there thinking, I desperately, waiting for him to throw money at him, because that's not going to happen.
Let's not have Spurs here.
I mean, there was a show of hands in the room whether people thought it was, whether people would be happy about it. And I think there were essentially 5 Arsenal fans who put their hands up and said they wouldn't be happy about it. But what he didn't ask was, did anyone actually not that bothered? Because I think that would have taken the evening. I don't think it really affects us that much either way. They've got more than 30,000 season ticket holders, so it's not going to be something that's going to take support away from us. It will get a bit of interest, but not much.
Well, I know a lot of Spurs fans that I know in Milton Keynes would be very happy to see them come here. Absolutely.
But have they got season tickets?
Some have, some haven't, because you have to go on a waiting list to go on the waiting list.
Yeah.
So...
But the thing with those is, if they're not already season ticket holders, the chance of them actually getting a ticket is going to be very, very slim.
True.
So they should come and watch the Dons instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Like proper friends would.
Yes.
Proper friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, let me sum this up. It was, I think, a really good evening. It was one of those things that just fills you with just a little bit of pride about what it is we're achieving at the moment. And just, whatever happens as we move up the leagues, as I'm sure we will, whatever happens, we've got to try and maintain that level of connection between the club and the fans, because it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I really like it. So that's that.
Hi, blessings to each and every one of you. Join me, Darren Hoy, with the Reggae Takeover Show for 2 hours of the finest reggae vibes, each and every Wednesday, 9 through to 11 p.m, here on Seclo Sounds. Don't miss out on your weekly Sunshine Fix, featuring Roots, Rude Boy, Dub, Lovers Rock, Ska, One Drop and much, much more. So go on, give your sound system a treat. Join me, wind down low and skank the night away. One love. That's Wednesdays, 9 through to 11 p.m, live on Seclo Sounds.
Get your top, Mr. Selector.
That goes right through your ears, doesn't it?
I'm not keen on that.
Even more when you listen to it at home. Now, what's next? Coming up next, we've got more from the Fans Forum. Then other bits and pieces to fill in the gaps before we talk some more about the Fans Forum. We'll also talk about the Swindon game, too, probably, but mainly about the Fans Forum. Did I mention we just had a Fans Forum?
You may have done.
I think I did, just once or twice, yes.
Okay. Just a quick thought. Has anyone mentioned Man United yet?
Not yet.
You just have 4-0. There you go.
4-0.
We watched the game actually Saturday afternoon. My nephew still gets excited and still shouts at the television. Actually, my dad does as well. Whenever we miss.
Excellent.
But it got so bad when I actually thought we didn't score till the 42nd minute. So I was quite surprised when we scored. Did we score that early? Oh dear. Still like to watch it. Yeah.
What was the score anyway? Sorry.
What's that?
What was the score?
4-0.
4-0.
4-0.
Right,
4-0.
He's got the...
I got the power!
He's got like Norman Collier, isn't he? Inger out.
I'm waiting. I know you're going to do that. Let's just then, in an hey! Right. Okay, let's just then, in an exclusive interview with Club Supremo Andrew, call me Andy Cullen, at Monday's Fan Forum.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stewards are currently walking from the front to the back of the studio. To ensure that we adhere to local authority guidelines, can you please take your seats?
The MooCamp Radio Show heard that major changes are underfoot at Stadium MK. Looking back on the successes that he's had since joining the club from Norwich, Andy detailed the next steps in his plan to continue the development of the club into a major footballing force. More big days out, he almost shouted, a manic glint in his eye and a hint of dribble appearing on the corner of his mouth. More big days out is all we need. More on this once we've administered his medication.
We have texts and tweets and things like that, although not as many as we would normally have. Ben from MK1 has texted in to say simply, bugger. Keith from MK1 has texted in to say, boss. Paula from Stukely has texted in to say that she really enjoyed the Fans Forum and thinks that as fans we've got a very special relationship with the club. Sean from Grange Farmers texted in to say that he's looking forward to the Swindon match because he hates them almost as much as he hates Glenn from round the corner. Shalene from Tinker's Bridge has texted in to say that I was served by young Albie the other. Served is in inverted commas.
Oh.
I was served by young Albie the other day, and I'm certainly not going to be asking for a refund. That's quite special. Can someone tell us how people can get in touch with us, please?
I can indeed. You can contact us by appearing on a tea time quiz show that's rather like a broken pencil, or alternatively, you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook, and we're at facebook.com/the MooCamp. You can tweet us using the hashtag the MooCamp during the show. You can email us at radio@moocamp.com. You can text 80085, but remember to start your message with "He's a scummer, but he's our scummer," or else it won't reach us. Or you can text direct to the studio on 07848 930396.
I'm allowed to point out the fact that the two words you've struggled with today have been alcoholic and MooCamp.
Oh, really?
It's not that important.
No, fair enough.
You're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Sacklow Sounds, because you have no friends and no life.
Yes, indeed, it's Lisa or Carolyn time. The tension is mounting.
The stench is doubting.
The stench is doubting. The sisters have returned to their constituencies and the campaigning has begun with a vengeance. So far this week, we've had Lisa kicking off her campaign by alleging that should Carolyn win on the 7th of May, the price of pies in Stadium Colon MK would increase by more than £1 million each. Carolyn responded with a counter-allegation that should Lisa win on May 7th, all sunlight will be made illegal with immediate effect. How true either of the allegations are will leave you to decide, and you can let us know by sending us a single word, either Lisa or Carolyn, through any or all of the usual channels. You can also use this week's guest channel, brought to you by channel number 5, the best channel to be found between channels 4 and 6, which is Smoke Signals. So who's it to be, Lisa or Carolyn? The polls are open. Ooh. Yeah, okay, well, obviously we're building up to the big election special on May the 6th for that one.
Have you got your swingometer?
Well, it looks great on the radio.
Yeah, it does.
It does. It's fantastic. Yeah, we will be hopefully having Lisa and Carolyn in the studio with our own swingometer, and you can be part of the proceedings in a very, very unconnected way.
It's the franchise. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch. It's the franchise watch.
So the big question we have to ask ourselves is, when we have no football, do people still discuss us? Do people still discuss the joy of the franchise? So we've got a few
let's
things.
find out.
Shall we find out? Who wants to kick us off?
You kick us off.
I'll kick us off. You support MK, justify theft of Wimbledon's club, and want to see AFC Wimbledon fail to return to Merton?
Straight in he gets. Okay. I live just across the road from the MK Dons. There's the ultimate franchise in England.
MK franchise fans having a right old moan about our ticket prices for Saturday's game.
That will be their excuse for bringing 500 fans.
You have to remember that it's only a few years ago you could go to a field and watch Milton Keynes teams play for free. I think you might find that is another team that you could go and see for free, but never mind.
Yeah.
Any club more than MK Dons, franchise scum.
This time next Saturday, franchise MK Dongs will be in town.
I am a huge fan of franchise MK.
And anyway, you proved you've no idea what you're doing when you've allowed franchise football to this country. Hashtag MK franchise, hashtag filth.
Ooh. The pain, I like this, the pain was worse than that time we lost to MK Dons.
Oh, all right. Who's the wise guy signing me up for MK Dons emails?
I thought that was great. That was a Twitter thing, and it's a guy in America, and his mate just popped up and said, I just thought it was funny.
Everyone hates MK Dons.
10 years on and the franchise filth still don't get it. Never forget, never forgive.
I'll be there to witness the death throes of the franchise season.
That's good. Right.
Looking forward to us putting the Bletchley Steelers in their rightful place, outplayed, outscored, and below us still.
We need to organise a properly hate-filled, abusive song to show the nation via the medium of the telly our world leadership in franchise hatred. Something that evokes their plasticity, their bleepy soulless town with its concrete cows, and their complete moral turpitude for buying into the biggest daylight theft since the Great Train Robbery. I think that just deserves proper applause. That's fantastic.
My friend, are an idiot, the guy that's written that. You total idiot. And speaking of total idiots, I'm up for dragging Winkle Picker out of the director box, down the Arco steps onto the pitch, and then a ritual beheading. For God's sake!
I suppose that'd be better than the sings you get at half-time.
Oh,
yeah, bleeping bleeps, they're a town, nothing more, they'll never be a city.
They know how to wound, don't they? I am not keen on MKD.
I doubt there will be more than 250 dongs there.
You're just a small plastic franchise.
Which team did you... This was supposed to be a song. Which team did you support in 03? The days when football was franchise-free. Probably a Prem side on the telly. Something that MK will never be.
Well, it was gone alright.
He was scanning a bit and he kind of lost it at the end. I'd have gone for Smelly in there somewhere. I mean... Yeah.
If we could actually be loud and proud on telly about how disgusting this club is, I would be proud town fan.
Could we not get 4,000 balloons with franchise scum written on them?
Oh, if they're there, get me one. Yeah, I'm definitely getting one.
The guy who put that underneath someone just put up, actually gave him a quote, and it was however many hundreds of pounds. He just went, all right then.
You could actually rewrite the words "the name is 99 red balloons" with that.
Yeah, it's true. I think that's our challenge for next week.
There you go.
Tin pot tossers.
Club stealing bleepy bleeps.
Such a tin pot club.
Excellent. Okay, well, look, we thank you, world, for stopping us having to write things. It makes a big difference. There is clearly lots of joy around in Franchise World. So
there's
if
a
you
lot
see
of love.
anything, a lot of love for us. If you see anything, do let us know, and we'll do it. Have we got roundabouts? Have we had any guesses yet?
We have indeed. Okay, Fiona from...
It's coming. Sorry.
That's all right.
Don't look at me like that.
I'm eager, man. I'm eager.
Difficult situation.
I'm not good on roundabouts. Fiona from Canterbury, she's contacted us and she thinks that the reference to the rising sun means it's something to do with the east. So, is it a roundabout on that side of the city? Being a bit vague there, but you never know.
East-ish.
Yeah. Chris from Bletchley, he's texted in and offered up Coffee Hall roundabout, although there is no explanation as to why. And Bennick from Wolverhampton says, I love you guys.
Big fan of the show, Bennick. That's great to hear.
Lovely.
Okay.
Well, look forward to this next bit, I gotta be honest.
Hang on, let's just do that bit so we can close that bit off properly. Okay, we agreed he's going to do this.
Yeah, go on, I'll give it a go.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. Oh dear.
The lexicon of chaff. Of chaff.
Evening. I just try not to make this sound too seedy, but how easy it is. My name's Uncle Paul. That's it. Thank you. Good night, everybody. No. I'm sitting here in the studio. My two fellow presenters who have been here for a lot longer than me. They're so red. It's
Keep going.
Okay. Welcome to this week's Lexicon of Chav, where each week we educate you, yes you, the educated elite, in the ways of the feral underclass that seemingly run our planet, by providing detailed translations of common street talk. I've watched EastEnders, I know what this is about. This week, the phrase under scrutiny is brapa. Common usage. Totes, brah! That was an ugly as brapa as you're gonna see. I've hung around the point. That's how the kids speak when they're doing their breakdancing. I used to do that 25, 26 years ago. Not anymore. Definition. Julian, my good friend, we totally botched our handshake. And were anybody to observe our interaction, it may have left them with a less than perfect picture of us as gentlemen. While the incorrect is believed to have originated from the 2004 hit film The Football Factory, there's a lot of F's in there, its earliest recorded usage goes back to Le Morte d'Arthur, King Arthur and the Legends of the Round Table, by Thomas Mallory, first published in 1485, that was just about after 2:30, and which to this day defies categorisation by scholars. I thank you.
Oh dear. We have a new phrase. Mr. Darren Hoy in the studio. Good evening, Mr. Darren Hoy.
is in the studio.
You relegated yet?
Relegated at the start. Relegated at the
Okay, but actually yet?
Not yet.
No, okay. We got a really weird message on our forums when